Hey guys, it's Kaz here, and today I'm doing another round of Scrabble Picks My TBR. That's right. So it's been a couple of months since I've done this, but I thought it was a nice way of bringing it back in. I'm going to attempt to do Scrabble Picks My TBR, but also Pride Month edition. I own a lot of LGBT plus books, so I feel like most of the letters, if I get them out, I will be able to place a book to them. Hopefully we don't get like X's and Z's, but we shall see. So originally I was going to take part in a couple of readathons this month, but after looking at the prompts, I didn't really like them. I wasn't feeling the prompts. So I thought it would be a fun time to bring back the Scrabble TBR. So basically what I do is pick 7 tiles out, because that's how many you pick out when you're playing Scrabble. If you don't know, you should know, because it's a great game. And whatever letters I pick out have to be the starting book letter. It's not that hard to explain. I don't know why I'm making it hard. So yeah, I pick out the letters, and then I have to pick out books that begin with said letters. Also, there are 2 blank tiles in a Scrabble set. So if I pick out a blank tile, it hasn't happened yet, but I've also only ever done this twice. So, but if I do pick out one of the 2 blank tiles, then obviously I'll put that away, and then I have to pick out 2 more, so it'll be 8 books instead of 7. So I think that's everything you need to know. I think it's just the picking time now. Let's go. That rhymed. Just can't help how great I am. Let's do some picking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got small hands. I say this every time. 6, 7. I have 7 tiles here. Let's see what we've got. So we have an E, we have a W, a B, an S, another S, an R, and an I. So if I was starting a game, I would probably pick webs, which would give me 19 points. So I'm going to have a look around at all my books and see what I can find. Also, I'm just going to throw it in here right now at this point. I don't really talk about it very often, but in the description of all of my videos, I have a link that links to a spreadsheet that I've made that has all of my LGBTQIA+ books on it, with links to Goodreads to every single book, a bit that tells you who's in it, like gay, lesbian, bi, trans, asexual, whatevs. A link of other things, like if it's got people of colour or disability rep or whatevs, and also a trigger warning bit. So have a look down there and see what I've got. There's like, I don't know off the top of my head how many books are on there, but there's definitely over 230, and that's counting series as 1, so check that out if you need any recs. Now I'm just going to have a look and see what I can find. So I did a little sleuthing, and here is my June TBR. So first of all, straight away for B, I went straight to Bloom. I went over there, graphic novels. I was like, Bloom, B, let's go. Yes, this is a graphic novel, and I don't really know much about it. It's about a restaurant, I think, and then 2 boys, and it's all this colour, and hopefully it's going to be a fun, cute time. Yeah, family bakery, all that good stuff. Bloom. Next up, I almost picked up a different book, but then I remembered that I own Infinity Son by Adam Silvera. So for I, this is what I chose. Again, a book I don't really know much about. I'm that kind of guy. I don't know anything about any of my books. What I do know about this is it's fantasy. Adam Silvera's first foray into full fantasy mode, rather than just little spices of magical realism here and there. Or sci-fi, I guess. I guess in the future memories can be wiped, probably, and people might know their death date. Anyway, what I know about this, phoenixes and brothers, and it's Adam Silvera, so also gayness. That's what I know. This has got mixed reviews. I'm very interested, because I've loved every other book that Adam Silvera's ever written, so we shall see. Next up for S, I reached for Sugar Rush by Julie Burchill. Now I don't know if this is going to be good or trash, but if you're English and potentially from other countries, you may remember quite a few years ago there was a TV show called Sugar Rush, and it was a girl who was in love with her female best friend, and then, you know, it was a pretty decent show. And then apparently it's based on a book, and I found this in a charity shop one time and thought, Sugar Rush, that's what that TV show's called, and then it is that. So hopefully the book's decent enough. I don't know how similar the book's going to be to the TV show. We shall see. For the next S, I was looking around, and then I remembered I've got an ARC for a book called Sprint Dreams by Faith Dismuke. Here it is. It comes out on the 1st of June, so I'll be reading it afterwards. But the way it was surmised was queer, Caribbean American, college set, sports novel. Female lead, Caribbean American, sports, queer. I said thank you, yes and thank you. I'll read that, thank you. So that is my other S. For W, I have We're All Made of Molecules by Susan Nelson. This one is a gay parent, so I know it's about two characters, a popular girl, a not very popular boy. The popular girl's dad comes out and then gets the boyfriend maybe, or maybe he just comes out and leaves the family home. And then I think the boy and the girl's family comes together, like her mum, his brother, that would be weird, his dad. Yeah, so gay parent, something a bit different to everything else on here. Then I was struggling for E, so I went on my spreadsheet and I realised that the only book on there that begins with E that I haven't read yet is Elysium by Nora Sakovic. I'm scared, but it's also a good push to force me to read this because this is the author that wrote the All for the Game series, which, if you know, if you've been here for 10 seconds, you know is my favourite series ever. And I'm scared of reading this book because I don't know if it's going to be as good as that book, but also I want to read it, but I'm scared. But now I have to because it's on here and it's the only e-book that I haven't read. I don't know much about it. I think it's fantasy based, don't know, looks like it there, but that might just be nothing. But I do know that there's gay characters and lesbian characters in here, so it fits. And I'm gonna have to read it, and I'm really hoping I like it. Talking about letters and read books, for R, I had a look, and I've actually read all of the books beginning with R that are on my LGBT spreadsheet. So I thought to myself, do I pick some extra letters because I can't find one? Do I choose a Kindle book because I have loads of them? And I decided to do both. So for R, I chose Reasons to Love a Nerd Like Me by Becky Jerems, which, I mean, I can't tell you a full synopsis because this is what I'm working with. If you didn't see that video, it came out quite a while ago. This is all my ebooks. So yeah, but on here it tells me Reasons to Love a Nerd Like Me, contemporary / romance, male, college nerd, tough guy, maybe love interest, question mark. So there we go, that is what we're working with. But I thought, hey, I've chosen that, let's just pick some more anyway. So I picked out 2 more letters, here they are. So I got an N and I got a T. And I was really glad with this because it let me mix up what I'm working with, because at the moment it's more gay and lesbian. But for this one, the first off for N, I got Not Your Sidekick by C.B. Lee. I don't know much about this. It's about superheroes. I do know a later book has the trans character as a main character, so this one might have them in as well. So at least we're getting some more rep in here. And yeah, I really don't know much about this. Superhero, bisexual. Oh no, that's the author. Maybe the characters are as well. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to it. And then for T, I kind of cheated because I used the, and I normally say I don't use the bit. But I have The House of Impossible Beauties by Joseph Cassara. And first of all, let's just admire that cover. But this is set in the 80s around the ballroom and drag and the House of Extravaganza scene. So it's going to be a lot of fun, hopefully. And a very different read because it's set in the 80s rather than nowadays. So there's probably going to be stuff about AIDS in here as well. And obviously stuff about drag. And yeah, just how people lived back then. I say back then, it wasn't that long ago. But yeah, stuff. An all Latino house as well, so there you go. Fun times. Glad I'm finally reading this. I found it in a charity shop in like the same year it came out, so that's always a bonus. So here are all my books to read in June for Pride Month. I'm sure I'll read more LGBT books in June. I'll also probably have to read some not. Normally I like to read just queer books in June, but I also need to get some books off my 2020 TBR, so we shall see. Maybe I can work around that. So yeah, let me know down below what you're reading in June. If you're reading LGBT plus books, if you've read any of these books, let me know. And if this is your first video by me and you enjoy, then please check out some of the others. And if you continue to enjoy, then please subscribe, that'd be awesome. Anyway guys, I'll see you in a few days with another video. Bye.